Everyone's losing their shit over AI. Half the designers on the web are complaining and convinced that it's here to steal all of our jobs. The other half, they're pretending like they don't care, or that it's the end of design. Here's the truth. AI is not the end of design. It's the end of lazy design. AI is already baked into literally everything that we use, our apps, our workflows, even our clients' expectations. So the question isn't, will AI replace designers? It's what kind of designer are you going to be when AI literally does everything you do, just faster and cheaper? Because AI isn't exposing design, it's exposing designers. I've been a designer for decades, and I've seen this panic many times. The web was supposed to kill all design layout. Photoshop was to kill design too. Canva, Fiverr, templates, same killing design story, all to kill what we've created. And every single time, the designers, the ones who evolve and adapt, come out stronger. So no, this isn't a doomsday episode. This is a wake-up call to designers, because design isn't dying. Lazy design is. In this episode of the Angry Designer podcast, powered by Wix Studio, we're cutting through all the noise about the real future of design and what's changing, what's not, and how designers can stop fearing the tools that we use and start using them to lead. Design feels chaotic right now. It's under attack from literally every direction. You've got Fiverr turning designers into a $5 word. You've got Canva convincing customers that they're now creative professionals that can do our job. You've got good enough replacing good. And now we've got AI. Everybody's acting like this is the apocalypse. Half the industry is building bunkers while the other half's pretending it's not even happening, like ignoring it is going to make it disappear. Newsflash, people, AI isn't coming. It's here. It's on our phone. It's in your tools. It's shaping the work that we do, whether we like it or not. And designers, we're all over the place. Some love it, some fear it, and some secretly use it and just lie about it. Like it or not, it's already shaping the future of design. The only question is, are you part of the future, or are you just going to stand in its way? This isn't anything new. I've lived through every so-called end of design panic. Desktop publishing in the 90s, when I was in college, they said computers would kill creativity. Photoshop suddenly changed every photographer and everybody became a designer. Then the web decided the world, print versus digital, then outsourcing, then Canva, then templates. Every single time, the same noise. Design is dead, it's dead, it's dead, it's the end. No one's gonna ever need designers anymore. And yet, here we still are, still designing, still solving problems, still doing what machines can't. Because here's the pattern that nobody talks about. Every time design gets threatened, the good designers get better. They evolve, they adapt, they stay curious. They ask, how can I use this instead of how can I stop this? They're the ones who are still standing. The rest, they just fade out with their excuses. So yeah, the chaos is real, but chaos isn't the end. It's just the start of something new. I'm not here to tell you to fear AI or to boycott it or to bow down to it. I'm here to tell you to use it, to master it, to prove that design, real design, will always outlast the tool. Design feels like it's everywhere, yet it's nowhere. Every brand, every app, every teenager with Wi-Fi has access to making things look pretty. And on the surface, yeah, that's great. The world's finally getting rid of all the ugliness. Check out social, check out YouTube, check out the web. Everything looks slick, it's perfect, good grids, beautiful type, shiny gradients. But most of it, it's empty. It looks good, but it says nothing. And that's what happens when design becomes a commodity. Clients don't necessarily, they want better, they want faster. They don't necessarily want better. They want deeper, but they don't want deeper. They want cheaper. Good enough has become like the new gold standard. And that's just depressing. It's also dangerous. Because when clients stop valuing design, they stop understanding why we even exist. They see the designs, but not the process behind the designs. And the irony there is the better that we get at making things look simple, the more people assume it's easy to do. Yet simple is so complex. And then comes AI, like a frickin' tidal wave, a tool that can pump out good enough designs faster than we can even read the frickin' creative brief. And let's get something straight. AI isn't the reason design feels devalued, it's just shining a light on the truth. For years, so many people confused making with designing. And now that the tools can make things look good, they're exposing a lot of the designers for what they really are, just pixel pushers. So yeah, design is everywhere right now, but good design, intentional, human-centric, purpose-driven design, that's still rare. And that's your opportunity, because when everyone else chases faster and cheaper, the ones who think, feel, create with purpose, they're the ones who become priceless.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
All right, designers, let's cut the bull. How many times have you had a killer website design only to watch it fall apart because of code or developer telling you no? Or maybe you've held back from web design altogether thinking it's just too complicated and too technical or totally out of your wheelhouse. Either way, it's time for a change. Wix Studio is designed for designers, removing the barriers that limits your designs. Whether you're tired of developers watering down your ideas or too intimidated by the technical side of web, Wix Studio puts the creative power back in your hands. No code required. With a drag and drop interface that feels designer intuitive, plus no code animations and even AI powered tools, you can create fully custom websites that match your vision. Every pixel, every detail. And if you're worried about the learning curve, don't be. Wix Studio is designed to feel as intuitive as your favorite design tools. Some designers here even say more so. That means you can jump right in and focus on what you do best, designing badass, brand-aligned websites that'll take your business to the next level. So whether you've had enough of developers holding you back or you're ready to finally step into web design, check out wixstudio.com and take control. That's wixstudio.com. Go and take back web design for graphic designers.
The messy truth about it all is also the ugly part of it all. It's the ethics, okay? AI was built on messy foundations, billions of human-made works, words, art, mostly without consent or credit, and definitely not compensation. And that's not a little thing. That's theft. Yeah, it's a problem. But history repeats itself. Every single creative revolution starts the same way. It's messy, it's unfair, it's controversial. When Gutenberg dropped the printing press, scribes lost their shit. When the camera showed up, painters cried that it was cheating. And then musicians started sampling other musicians' work. People screamed theft. Kind of was. Stock photography hit designers and said it would destroy all originality. And of course, Canva, well, they said it would kill design completely. Kind of sounds familiar. Every single time, purists panic and innovators adapt. And then the world moves forward. AI's launch, it's the same chaotic craziness. It's unethical, it's immature, but it's not evil. Every tech starts in that gray zone, and then ethics catch up, culture catches up, law catches up, but the tech doesn't wait for that. It doesn't wait for permission. So sitting on the sidelines doesn't make you more moral and make you a hero. It just makes you irrelevant. But what about the what AI is actually doing? How it's not creating anything on its own? Every time I hear that AI is stealing or copying ideas, I kind of laugh and think that that's kind of what we've been doing all along as designers. Something designers don't really want to believe is originality doesn't exist. Every creative work is built on something before it. Every design you see is a remix. Saul Bass borrowed from Bauhaus and constructivism. Paula Schur, she borrowed from Russian propaganda posters and pop art and punk. They didn't copy, they elevated. That's what creativity is. It's borrowing, but with taste. Remixing with purpose. We study, we absorb, we reinterpret. Every time you mood board, you scroll through Pinterest, you browse a design manual, you're just feeding your creative data set. You're doing what AI does, just slower and with a little bit more taste. We scream AI is copying, but maybe we should ask ourselves, how different are we really to what it's doing? The difference is in our process. We know why something works. AI doesn't. We create with taste. AI doesn't. It just mashes patterns together. Maybe AI isn't actually the villain. Maybe it's the mirror that's showing us that creativity has always been one big remix. So let's be real. Every designer who ever said AI steals art, scroll their Pinterest board. You've used inspiration before without credit, haven't you? You've Frankensteined other people's concepts. You've remixed layouts, ideas, colors, because that's how creativity works. But you didn't ask for permission, did you? You didn't tag the original designer, did you? You just called it inspiration. When AI does it, it's theft. But when we do it, it's research. Come on. Our brains are biological data sets, decades of reference and repetition. Every new idea that we ingest is just a remix of everything that we've already seen. The only difference is that we think we're in control. We call it taste, but AI just does it faster and more honestly. No ego, no pretense. Maybe that's what freaks us out. Not that AI is stealing our process, but that it's showing us how mechanical our process actually was. So before we point fingers, maybe ask, are we still learning from what came before or just repeating it? Design isn't dying, people. It's evolving. The good news in all of this is that it's not going anywhere. AI isn't here to replace us. It's here to upgrade us. Think about it. Every tool that we've ever used has started from the death of design. Photoshop is cheating. Illustrator kills craftsmanship, still my favorite. Canva, it's here to replace us. Every time, the same fear. Every designer, good designer, just adapts and comes out stronger. AI is just the next revolution. It's not coming for your creativity. It's coming for all the bullshit busy work. The resizing, the mock-ups, the grunt crap that eats our time and our souls, and maybe even one day, some of that creative work that we do. But if your idea of design is just pushing pixels and making things look good, yeah, you're in trouble anyway. But if you understand that design is as much about solving problems, communicating ideas, storytelling, as well as making things look good, AI has just become your secret weapon. Design isn't changing, people. The tools are. And that's a gift, not a threat. Strip away all the hype, the tools, the tech, the chaos, and let's just cut to the crap. AI can make logos, pick colors, and lay out pages. But what's actually left for designers to do? Plenty. Because design was never about pixel pushing. It's all about making decisions. Real designers don't make things look good. They make things work. Looking good is just the end result. It's the byproduct of what we do. Design is taking a messy business problem and turning it into something that people actually understand. It's asking the right questions when the client doesn't even know what the hell the real problem is, okay? That's translating their goals into visuals that connect. AI can generate, but it can't judge. It can't tell what's right for this audience, this brand, this moment. That's where you come in. That's what design is all about. Understanding people, defining problems, creating clarity out of chaos, making choices that drive strategy. That's communication. That's design. When we do our job right, we don't just make things look good. We make things work better for the end user. We help people understand, feel, trust, buy, believe. AI can't do that. It doesn't understand human frustration. It can't see the why behind a company. It just doesn't care if the message hits or misses. It just outputs work. Designers care. We think, we decide, we solve, we connect. That's what design really is, and that's what's left for real designers. The future doesn't need more pixel pushers. It needs designers who know how to use tools, how to solve real problems. That's what keeps design human. So what does that leave us? A choice. It's simple, a decision. You can ignore what's happening right now. You can whine about it. AI is ruining creativity. Or you can get smart and use it to level up. Because this isn't about tools, people. It's about how you think. AI doesn't take away design. It takes away excuses. The ones who'll win aren't the loudest. They're the ones who see what's really changing and adapt before everybody else does. So if you're just here to make things look good, AI is going to beat your ass. But if you know how to define a problem, if you know how to guide a client, build a brand that actually means something, AI is going to become your unfair advantage. This is that fork in the road, okay? You've got two options. You can be the designer who waits for the tool to decide what you're going to do, or you can be the one to tell it what to do. That's it. The The future doesn't need pixel pushers. It needs designers who can think, who can solve, who can steer AI with purpose. The ones who lead the tools will own the future. The rest? They're either going to be working for them or they're going to be like serving lattes at Starbucks or something. Just evolve, designers. Yeah, the tools are changing, and they're changing fast. It's nuts, and everybody's losing their shit. Welcome to design. It's always been chaotic. AI is not the end of design, though. It's just the end of the lazy designers. So the ones who adapt and evolve and lead, they'll be the ones that are going to survive this, and they're going to be able to define what the future of design actually is. On behalf of Sean and myself, stay creative and stay angry. Peace.